What's up, Land TV? Come back at you again. So today we're gonna give you a little story. I'm gonna have Kai stand up. Stand up real quick. Turn sideways. Does that tell you?
It's still chunky.
Okay. You go ahead, sit back down. So I went to work Thursday, and
Normal day.
it was a normal day. Kai had a doctor's appointment at like 4.
Yeah, it was at
4 o'clock that day. So I went in at 4 a.m. So that means I got up at 3 that day, and she had a doctor's appointment at 4 in the evening. So I got home. It was a normal day. I got home. Took her to the doctor's appointment.
Well, we dropped Bubby off.
Yeah, I dropped Bubba off, our son off with his grandma, Gigi, my mom, and yeah, we went to the doctor's appointment, and then
Thinking
it was all regular doctor's appointment. It was
just a normal checkup.
yeah, she was like at her edge of the last few weeks of pregnancy, and that Thursday we went in. And she went into the thing, and they were checking her and everything, and they did an ultrasound in the room that we were in at the doctor's office, and they said that she looked like she was breached. So
Like she had turned, because the following week she was head down.
yeah, like the baby's head was up here facing backwards, like her nose was pointing towards
my
her back.
spine.
So they sent us over to the hospital. The hospital took us right back and stuff, and they went back to an ultrasound room and stuff. And
Well, the ultrasound tech came in our room.
oh yeah, they brought the machine in. That's
and
right.
did a stress test.
And they were doing a stress test, and they were gonna do an ultrasound. I don't even think they got to the stress test. They just did the ultrasound first, wasn't it?
Well, they had me hooked up to the monitors to start the stress test.
Yeah, that thing they wrapped the blue and the pink thing around, and they put it on you and showed the baby's heartbeat and stuff.
Right.
And then they did that first, and then I don't know what stress test even is, to tell you the truth. But then the lady with the ultrasound came in, and they were looking at the ultrasound and stuff, and they were saying that she is breached. And the nurse came back in and told us that pretty much emergency C-section that night, that they were gonna do the C-section at 8 o'clock that night.
Yeah.
And I didn't eat, I didn't do anything, so I was like talking to the nurse. I was like, can I leave and go get something to eat? And she's like, oh, you really don't have time for that. So she gave me some Cheetos, some yogurt, some graham crackers with peanut butter, and a Sprite. It was like this big Sprite.
Yeah.
And I was sitting there eating it while Kai was getting all this stuff done to her. And I was just like shocked. Like I wasn't expecting to go in that night and have our baby, Mackenzie. And
yeah, it was a shock because they were telling us that the following week, that Wednesday night, that they wanted me to come in to be induced, because I would have been like 41 weeks then.
well, Monday they wanted us to come in to check again, wasn't it?
Yeah, they wanted us to come in and have another check done.
And then that Wednesday of that week, they would have they were going to induce her. But it so happened that she was breached, and they're like, we can do the C-section at 8 o'clock tonight. And after that, it was just crazy from there. Like, I was calling everybody, texting my boss, texting my mom, like,
We're not
because
coming home
my
tonight.
mom wanted to come up and watch Mackenzie being born because the other grandma got to.
With her son.
With our son. So that's how we kind of planned it out. But in the hospital, they only allow, of course, me back during the C-section. So I know my mom was probably upset. I'm sorry for that. I know she wanted to see it. But she's here, and
We went back for my C-section at 8 o'clock, and she was born at 8:03
yeah.
p.m.
Like, I had to get all dressed up, put mask, hairnet, all that stuff on. I
Yep.
looked good. I'll show you the picture. It'll pop up right here. Okay. But I looked good. I did good. But they had this, I walked in the room that she was in, the operation room, and there was a big old curtain like this, in front of the bed. I couldn't see anything. I walked in and they had like plastic up on the sides. You couldn't see that either. And then the first word I heard when I walked in is scalpel. I'm like, oh crap, here we go. And Kai was just laying on the bed, like, she was wide awake too. She was all like teary eyed and like.
I wasn't really like scared. It was just like my anxiety, like, because I couldn't feel anything from like my ribs down.
Well, then later you were like, you can't feel nothing from here, like.
Yeah,
you're like paralyzed.
Head down, couldn't move, couldn't feel my toes.
She was born at 8:03 at night on what was
29th.
it? 29th September, and she was 6 pounds 10.6 ounces.
Yep.
When she was born, 19 inches long. So she's a nice, healthy baby.
Tiny.
She's tiny. We'll show you her. So stay tuned to the end because I'm making you guys wait. We're just talking about her right now.
Yeah.
If you want to see the baby, wait till the end. And then, so after she was born and everything, she was still in recovery.
Yeah, they kept me back in the recovery room while you had the baby.
Well, I went into the nursery
yeah.
with 2 nurses and everything, and they were getting her weight, cleaning her up still really good and stuff, and getting her weight, her measurements, and they put her on the scale. And then they had her above that little heater thing.
Yeah.
And that's where I cut her umbilical cord at, right there on that table. I got a picture of that too. I'll show you. But I got to do that, and.
Well, while you were doing all that, when I was in recovery, they kept me back there because my blood pressure had dropped and my heart rate was only at 45. So they wanted to make sure that I was good before I come back into the main room.
Yeah, they want to make sure you were all healthy and good out of recovery.
Yeah.
But then, so after the nursery, they took me in the room that we were going to stay in. Set me on the couch. I got out of my doctor stuff when I got to the room. I was still in the nursery. All the gear, whatever. So I walked into the room. They sat me down on the couch and they're like, "You want to feed her?" I'm like, "Absolutely." So I was sitting there holding her in the chair, feeding her. First time she's been fed, since she was out. And then I was feeding her for a while, and then there was like a helicopter pad, right? Like you could see right out our window. So there was a helicopter landing there that night she was born, and I took her over there. I was like, "Look, there's a helicopter already. I can show you stuff."
All excited.
I was happy, excited, and all that at the same time. And then, there's a lot of talking. And then they wheeled her in the room eventually.
In my bed.
And she was all like numb from the waist down and stuff still, pretty much.
I couldn't even really hold her still because like I was so numb.
And then she couldn't eat or anything, for 24 hours, so she was starving. And I kept going to Culver's and stuff.
Yeah.
Getting food, bringing it up. I was hungry. I was like, I haven't even ate. I had to go do something because you had to pay for the hospital food and stuff. But we got our free celebration dinner.
Yep.
A steak and sparkling wine.
Grape juice.
Grape juice.
Something like that.
It was a steak and salad and cake and mine was green beans, wasn't it?
Yeah, you had green beans and I had corn.
And then I think there was mashed potatoes. But that was pretty good for hospital food, I don't know if hospital food's good or not, but my second kid, so that's like my second time I've done that.
First time we had spaghetti though.
It was pretty cool.
You didn't even eat your cake. I was so hungry.
I was so full because I was so starving. I just kept eating and eating that I had to leave, come back and check our house out and let the dogs out, feed them and stuff, and take care of the other animals.
Bring Bubby up.
I brought my son and my mom up so they could see her and hold her for a little while. And then we had a few other visitors, her mom,
A couple friends.
Zach, and stuff. And yeah, don't ever sleep on a cot that comes out of a chair. That thing is hard as, bad. It's hard.
It's just
It
as
was
bad as a
poking me
hospital
in the
bed.
ribs. I said, "You get the futon or the cot, and I'll
Pull-out
sleep in the hospital bed." That thing sucked. It
Yeah.
was poking me in the ribs, the springs, and
The pad was like this thick. Like it was really
barely.
thin.
But the sheets and everything were all crappy. They were all cold. I was freezing in there. I don't know how the baby stayed warm, but I was freezing. Is that all we had? Can you think of anything else we should tell them about that experience? Oh yeah, I came back home and I took my son to McDonald's, I think it was.
Yeah, before you come back up.
And on the way back home to drop him back off with his grandma, he spilled a small tea like this, all over my Jeep, all in the cup holder. Cup holder had this much tea in it. I was like, oh, I'll have to get that later.
Yeah.
So I done detailed my whole Jeep again because of that experience. It was dirty. It was nasty. But we had to catch up on everything. Cleaning the house, mowing, and cleaning the cars back up, and settling back down after that whole experience.
Right.
Because we did not expect that night to
No.
have a baby.
We were expecting to go like Bubby, natural.
Yeah, we was gonna have it natural. Is our whole thought. We never thought C-section would be in the picture.
Nope.
Anything else you could think of?
No, not really. I mean, it's pretty much.
I'll show you some pictures throughout the video of what we took. So, without further ado, I guess we can meet our little girl. I'll show you our little girl. She's so tiny. She's like this. She just got done eating, so she should be happy. Here the little girl is. Here she is. We'll see. I'll bring it closer. Oh yeah. There she is. There's a little girl. There's a problem, mommy. There she is.
Tired.
Well, we just wanted to tell you what we've been up to and make this video about Mackenzie because new life to our family. And then Dwayne's at school, obviously. That's why it's kind of quiet in here.
Yeah. This is the last one.
This is our last kid. So she got tied and... actually, it's not tied. They took all her stuff out, like her fallopian tubes and stuff. So she's...
Done.
she's set. They kept asking, too, like, are you sure you're kind of young? We're like, absolutely. We got 2. Now we're good.
Boy and a girl. Perfect. Want more kids? Get another puppy.
Get another puppy. Yeah, she's wearing the Land TV shirt as well as I am. If you guys like those, if we get enough people to want them, we will do something about that. We will get them somehow, some way.
Yeah.
So thanks for listening to us blab and blab, but we just love our new baby girl. We love our son too, but he's at school right now, so
he's having fun.
He can't be in the video, so.
And he loves his sister.
Oh yeah, he's grown to her. He helps so much more. Like his attitude's changed, I think.
Yeah.
Like he's not as mean, I guess. I don't know.
He wants to like if she cries, he wants to give her binky and make sure she's good.
He always every time he walks by her, he like checks in on her.
When we picked him up from school, he's like, "Stop! I gotta see my sister."
Yeah, we walked her to school a few times on the warm days we had, and he's like, "I gotta see her real quick first before we walk." So he's all happy about it and everything. It's going good around here now. We're all settled back down and
Mhm.
stuff. Gonna get ready to go back to work here soon. Took a week off. I'm glad I had that off. It helped a lot.
First day back to work, and I have both kids because Dwight doesn't have school.
Yeah, you get to experience it firsthand with both kids right away. So, make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. And we keep getting subscribers, which is kind of weird that I never thought we would. I got 47 now. I mean,
not too many, but
it's not. I'm still starting out. It's not bad. Guys, check out all the other videos that we've done. There's quite a few down there. Make sure you leave a comment, a like, and subscribe like always. Okay? Okay? I'm just kidding. Alright, guys. This is Mackenzie.